Jacksonville, Florida. Supposed neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two. And when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before or what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval and Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another SEC rival, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Georgia's offense will have the first possession of the game. Last time these two met, the big dogs ate as Georgia rolled easily.
And taking care of business in a rivalry game like they did, it means a lot. The bragging rights are even better. I can talk about stomping you out. Speaking of stomp, 2007, Mark Richt getting the team to run on the field, celebrate. Those are the moments that you think about in this series that mean so much.
Yeah, we talked to the Gator coaching staff. They said it felt like Herschel Walker was back toting the rock for the Bulldogs. I mean, they had no answer for Georgia's running game a season ago. Defensively, the Gators know they've got to be a lot more physical in this one.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Caught behind the line. It's Kelly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're facing a third down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He slings it deep to the left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch him, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. They're dealing with a second and long. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gators come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Gladway. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Gators will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Makes the grab. It's Bell. And he's wrestled to the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not an...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in, it's Brown. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gator.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be knocked down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Under fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got his man in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Lowers those pads. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air. It's Lagway. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They send the tight end in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's dealt. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Bulldogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Gets away. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hansen. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Ball. Nice move to keep running. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll go to the air. There's the pressure. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ball. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Gators looking to convert on 4th down. Wants to throw again. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Zone looking to fire. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if they're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Going for it that deep in your own end, just outsmarting yourself. Offense set up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here.
There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Humphries. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Got room to work. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Plows through the defense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? To the air, it's Stockton. Grab near the marker, it's Thomas. They've got it inside the 30, they'll mark it at the 28, it's first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down, it's second and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Off-play action on first down. With the catch, it's Sturdivant. Turning it on! The 30, the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
The Dogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To throw, it's Stockton. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll...
Ready! Double right!
One play at a time. Here we go.
Down! Hold! Go! 42! Spider!